Hello, Internet fans, and welcome to another episode of the Buddies Forever livestream with your hosts, Rotten Roger DeMarco and...
Hey, yo!
Here's...
Evil! Brother! That's me.
and... Alex. My name's Alex today. All right. A-Licks on the ones and twos. I'm sure you guys have noticed this weird overlay with the breaking news and the spinning globe. Today, we're doing something a little different because we wanted to kind of ease back into that cryptid corner and not last week because we didn't do a live stream, but the week before that, we kind of
last
wet.
time we were with you.
Yes, we kind of wet our whistle with a little bit of the weekly world news. And so Evil and I talked about it, and we said, let's just do a whole 2 hours, kind of a loose 2 hours, discussing some of these headlines and taking a look at some of these possible cryptids. So here we are.
No, this is all true. You come into the show, it's
Come on, don't bullshit me.
no bullshit here. We're just doing the news today, so let's just dive right on in. Let's look at some of these fucking bonkers ass headlines of the weekly world news. Known as
We're not gonna talk about something first.
Remix is like, give me some time.
I got a lot going on. I was trying to work on some cool graphic stuff.
All right, you do what you got to do. We'll kind of ease into this.
no, I don't have nothing else. I'll just patiently sit and wait and just
Sip a brewski. We got a handful of the posse in the house tonight. Epic Adventures, Cyberskull Media, Nerdcore Track Bangers, Jesse. Nerdcore Track Bangers, that's a new person, I think, so welcome. Weekly World News was one of my most favorite things in the world. Yes, well, welcome. This is pure nostalgia for Evil and I, so we're all about this. For sure.
Yeah. I said normally, we do we'll pull apart a movie and dissect it every which way but Sunday, but this week we're just going outside the box and we're putting just remixed absolute work, and we're just going to look at different headlines that have been on the Weekly World News paper, for the last, how long has this fucking paper been in business? Feels like it's never not been in business. Like
Didn't it go out of business in like 2012 or something? Didn't we?
Definitely went out of business for a while.
Well, every paper went out of business at some point, but everything comes back, like can't keep a good thing down. Much like Jacob Cobb, it came back. Now it's in a digital format, so now you can look at the paper on the official website of the Weekly World News, which I think had a massive traffic flow today of just remix. I think
That's right. So we've bumped up their numbers by one. I think we were the one and only visitor to the weeklyworldnews.com today. But we've also got VHS Mikey, Ben Grimm, Miss Heather, the usual group of misfits, plus one or two more that are new to our show. So welcome everybody. Like I was saying, this is very nostalgic for us, and I think if you don't remember this, you're going to remember it as soon as we start getting into it, because inadvertently you have seen these newspapers or magazines or whatever you want to call them in your local grocery store's checkout aisle, every store you've ever been into, really.
Yes, and man, do I kick myself in the ass for not still owning it. But I had the Bat Boy Found paper, and I bought it at a fucking mom and pop gas station, little mini bodega grocery store. And man, that stayed in our RV camper forever. It was in like the back seat, like the magazine flap. And man, that thing crispy and yellow over the years from age and weathering. But I still wish I had it. And that was where you found these things. Every little convenience store would have that paper. Not everyone would have Entertainment Tonight or the TV Guide, all that stuff. It was always touch and go. But I feel like every convenience store, gas station you went to back in the day, every one of them sold the Weekly World News.
Oh, for sure. And you would undoubtedly be picking up the new TV Guide, or just swinging in to grab a candy bar or pick up a pack of smokes for your grandma. And you'd see these
that we all did.
Yeah, and you'd be seeing these weird poorly photoshopped covers. Some of them were poorly photoshopped.
I mean, they're still poorly photoshopped. They look now like that, and that's been probably the biggest thing, is we're going to look at just these bonkers ass headlines. And I was telling Raj off air, gathering all these things over the past 2 weeks, the biggest problem I had is I'm not sure what's real and what isn't real. Not the stories, but it's our children can make up these articles and they look just as legitimate as what the real articles that came out in the paper look like. It's impossible to tell the difference between what was real and not. So if there's some forgeries that we're going to look at tonight, I tried my best to make sure they were legitimate.
Well, hey, and speaking of forgeries, let me just go ahead and plug our Discord. If any of you fancy yourselves Photoshop aficionados, or even if you're not, if you're bad at it, that's even better. Join our Discord and make your very own hodgepodge Weekly World News cover.
Breaking news story, yeah.
Yeah, and post that in there for us to take a look at, because pretty much anything's believable. with the way that this paper was, you could do anything, and as long as it's fun, they could sell a paper or two. So let us see some fun ones. But all right, let's bring some of these up. Remix has got some going on.
Woman killed by a fur coat. Someone saw Ghostbusters 2 and is like, that's a story.
Yep. I was just going to say, that's a Ghostbusters 2 reference. Deep cut. The vicious attack baffles police. I wish it was a clear enough resolution that I could make out the month and the date.
That is such a line that I've never heard in real life, but we've heard in countless TV shows and movies is something baffles police. I've always wanted to hear what is baffle police in real life. Never have actually found it, but $30,000 full-length mink comes alive and bites a rich widow to death. So she's not only was she bit to death by her coat, she was also a widow.
Yeah, that's a double whammy. That's a real bad day. 10 secrets for keeping your job. Number 1 is not wearing a fucking alive mink coat.
Or reading other people's tax returns.
Yeah, don't do that.
Showing up to work nude.
Yes. Show me shitting on the boss's desk for 1,000, Alex. Never mind.
Showing up underdressed or overdressed. If you show up in a trench coat, they might think some stuff.
Only in 1999.
Oof.
It's fine to show up in the 90s.
That's a Colorado
Like
reference.
right once we get hit the 2000s, then it's like, okay, well, now we got problems.
Let's move on to the next one. What is this madness?
It's the world's fattest dog. Crushes world record, and then the owners. This is another death story.
I'm more intrigued by the alien cat crashes UFO in Roswell, but that is a fat fucking dog. Denver welcomes spaceship out of this world hospitality.
So Denver got visited by a spaceship, and then another UFO crashed in Roswell. Or was this the original crash in Roswell? It was done by an alien cat, like mishap.
Yeah, that's
What story is there with that?
I don't know. Like, that's a lot of UFO activity for one paper.
That's 2 UFO stories sandwiching the world's fattest dog.
That's a real busy week. Oh my goodness.
Somebody
January 2nd, 2011. I can't read that, but
somebody looked at all 3 of those stories and decided the dog, that's our cover story.
there he is. Well, that's the best looking Photoshop. Well, Evil, you got to take a shot, because Miss Heather just hit you with a $10 super chat. Shots to make the stories even more believable. So what are you sipping on tonight?
Well, I'm still working on Miss Heather's bottle of vodka here. I've not moved on to other things yet. Finish one before I move on to another. I can't just have a million open bottles laying around like I don't already have that.
What beer are you sipping on tonight?
I'm clearing out the last of my bottles since we're going back into cryptid stuff. I must switch over to cans for a little bit. But my last 2 Blue Moons, and then I have a couple of IPAs that are in here. So it's a clean out night. And then it's moving on to cans for a tidbit.
Remix, before we move on, can you do some research and find out what the world's fattest dog's weight really is?
I mean, it's right there. It's enough to crush an owner. So I would say, completely crush. I would say that and she's holding it up.
Yeah, well, listen, there's some validity to there is a world's fattest dog. There has to be.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
It's a 343-pound Mastiff.
Okay, that's a big motherfucker. That's a horse.
I think that weighs more than that dog on screen right now.
Do you have a comparison? A real fat dog compared to the Photoshop fat dog?
World's fattest dog, Zorba.
Zorba?
Isn't that the brand name?
That's not the real thing right there. Come on,
Come on, don't bullshit me.
that's the real
Zorba.
thing.
A Zorba
Show
calorie.
me a picture of Zorba.
But apparently, yeah.
300. I mean, a 300-pound dog could, I guess, crush a child, but I don't know about a full-grown
Depends
woman.
on where it sits. You know what I'm saying?
Straight on the noggin, I guess. Sure, while she's asleep.
Nerdcore says, my little chihuahua is so fat. The world's fattest dog. I might have the world's fattest cat upstairs, though.
I might have the world's fattest cock.
What?
I'm a chicken
What?
farmer, if you didn't know.
Brother.
What the brother?
Well, before we move on, I'm really intrigued about this fucking big dog.
I can't find any pictures of Zorba. I can
Wow.
find pictures of Mastiffs, and they're fucking huge.
Zorba isn't real. This is the world's fattest dog. Is it something that's a result of these two alien spaceships landing?
It could be. Radiation.
Zorba is a male dog, so he probably has another world record under his belt.
Whoa.
Brother.
I'm trying to get a better look at the cat up there. Like, is this a shaved cat? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
That's
Brother.
some man's best friend shit right there. So that's a Mastiff. That's what the world's biggest dog is this type of dog.
That should be Zorba.
Jesus Christ.
Zorba's going to have some hip problems.
It's a very large dog. That's the Andre the Giant of dogs. Moves real slow. Or maybe he's just the King Kong Bundy of dogs. I don't know.
What the hell do you think that fucking bill is for? I mean, that's got to be the equivalent of like taking care of a teenager for an entire lifetime.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, that's a 50-pound bag of dog food weekly. Looks like Epic Adventures hit us with another $10 super chat, so Evil's got to take another shot.
Looks like the fucking dog from the Sandlot.
Speaking of Epic Adventures and Cyber Skull Media, you guys might have seen on our Discord or on our community tab, possibly on the face spaces and all of that stuff, but I'm going to spin around and grab this bad boy. Cyber Skull Media got this custom made for us. We got a tape head bobblehead. Whoa.
Tape head. There he is.
With his little yellow eye.
Oh, some of the yellow.
Don't skimp on it. Man, look at this bad motherfucker. This came out of my brain, and now it's a bobblehead, which is fucking phenomenal. But bobbable. But I'm going to put this back.
Inconceivable.
And we got Strange Monkey Reviews in the house. What's up, man? We're talking weekly world news and the totally believable 100% real newscasts.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Yeah, all real. All right, what's our next one after the world's fattest dog?
I do not know. I'm waiting. Oh my goodness.
Saddam and Osama adopt shaved ape baby.
1 month after their gay wedding shocked the world. Wow.
We missed the gay wedding.
But this is what's important is the side story is hair from God's beard has been found.
Wow.
Where?
Wait,
DNA.
yeah, where? How did they determine it was God's beard?
God's bathroom floor, man. I guess that's an atmosphere reference. Deep cut. But let's see. Ben Grimm says that bobblehead's epic. Snarl says I need it on my mantle. But then Strange says that's the only news I trust. Fucking A right. That's the way it should be.
I mean, it's in 2 feature films that have said that this is where you get the news and information from. So I Married an Axe Murder and Men in Black. So 2 movies. It can't be a lie. It's not a coincidence. This is real shit here. We're in the real shit.
Well, Cyber Skull Media with a $10 super chat. They're trying to kill Evil while we're getting into these weekly world newses. So
Evil dies tonight.
Evil drives tonight.
Oh.
Okay.
No driving tonight.
You go ahead and don't have a spit take while you read this.
Now, how many Hooters are there? And by hooters, I mean hoo-ha's.
I'm gonna still say 1, but it's like that cat that has 4 ears. It's kind of double layered.
Excuse me?
Whoa, yeah, so like extra folds?
Yeah.
But I'm more intrigued by the man's head exploding in a barber chair.
Like, talk about a fucking page turner. That is gonna get my attention. I've got to open the story and see what the photos look like.
Yeah, it's probably too graphic to be the cover story, so they had to have the lady with the 4 legs, right? But yeah.
Talk about a fucking eye catcher. Like, I gotta know how a guy's head blew up in a barber chair.
This bitch is the opposite of Goro, though, which is kind of hilarious. She wins all the breakdance competitions ever.
Can you imagine what she would do with a bicycle kick? She
Yeah.
can ride a tandem bicycle by herself.
Cynthia Rothrock, eat your heart out. Oh.
Yeah.
But then, what is this? The faces of Howard Stern, Pamela Anderson, and Satan appear in volcano smoke.
Name 3 things that appear in volcano smoke. Howard Stern, Pam Anderson, and Satan.
Done. Yeah, that's a headliner. And then the bottom headline: Dead rock stars return on a ghost plane. Better late than never.
Literally another Ghostbusters thing. Someone saw that. The Titanic finally arrived. And they're like, that could be a story too.
Cyber Skull Media says, who doesn't love extra folds, right? Whatever, man. Just start poking.
Right now, I think this might be the lead as far as like the most like I'm willing to pay right now to have this paper, because there is a lot of stories going on there, and I'm really intrigued by the guy's head blowing up.
Yeah, no shit. I want to read that whole story, but
guarantee it's just a dude sitting in a barber chair and someone like Back to the Future his head off of the photo. It blew up. That's what it looks like right now.
Gone. But to be honest with you, the cover photo might be the most believable. Like, because we see people be born with extra limbs and extra fucking heads and weird shit like that.
You don't think this is just another smaller woman that's just behind her, sticking her legs through her and just like doing this shit?
Most likely, or it's just Photoshop. But I mean, this is the most believable that I've seen that we've started with. You know what I mean? Like,
okay. This is your A+ graded Photoshop for Weekly World News.
Right? Yeah, not bad. So.
I'm trying to see the image in the upper corner. Like, is that the image of the smoke? And that's either Howard Stern, Pam Anderson, or Satan. I'm not sure.
All of them combined. The Cyber Skull Media makes a good point. Says, this is why my hair is so long. I can't risk my head blowing up. Yeah, I haven't been to the barber, but I can't grow hair, so.
I mean, we're our own barbers, and yeah, if our head blows up suddenly.
It's just because someone you were trying to scan me, you dick.
Man's head explodes in barber chair tonight.
Oh yeah!
And right, one of their legs opens a dance studio
and dances all over my heart. What the fuck?
I love Bad Boy. Is like the only thing that continually gets sequels.
Yeah. He lives on the website, which we will get to when we burn through all of these. But oh my goodness! So he steals a Mini Cooper and goes for a joyride, which I love his face while he's driving.
I love that someone, like, that's the most unbelievable part to me, is that a Mini Cooper could drive across 3 fucking states.
Hey, man, didn't you see the Italian Job or whatever? Don't they all drive them fucking things?
On 1 tank of gas?
Yo, what are you covering? We are covering just Weekly World News in general. We just thought we would have a fun, different live stream this week.
We whetted the appetite last time we were live and talked about So I Married an Axe Murder and had some Weekly World News ties to that. And they're like, we're just going to explore that in a full-fledged episode. We'll get back to our regular programming next week.
Yes. So here's what I want to know, because it says actual photos. So inside of this newspaper, are there more photos of this car chase?
Oh, I just assume that this is the last photo this man took because he's getting ready to be run over by Bat Boy and these police force.
Right. And Saddam challenges Bush to a duel. Why go
That's
to
a
war?
brilliant idea. Why should we go to war? That should be how we solve our issues. All of our leaders should just be fucking challenging each other to duels.
It's,
May the best man win.
Some Hot Shots Part 2 shit right there. Or Dukes, or however the fuck you say it. Dukes.
Deux,
De.
un,
Pomme
deux,
de.
trois,
D'un toi.
deux.
Super double issue. So he just steals a car and goes for a joyride across 3 states in a Mini Cooper.
We're not going to take a look at it, but Bat Boy for president, let me walk amongst you.
All right. All right. Well, Bat Boy looks suspiciously like Vin Diesel's child. This chase adds up. Hey, family.
Family. I love that.
There it is.
That's the one I had. I had that paper. And man, talk about a dude who just got the story of a lifetime for Weekly World News. The one reoccurring character outside of God and the devil.
And let me also say that this lived on also with Creepy Company. They put out like a blanket, they put out a shirt, they put out stickers, all kinds of Bat Boy merch. But this cover it's not. I wouldn't go so far as to say like super believable, but like it has something. You know what I mean? It looks good enough that it scared me. It scared me as a kid. It intrigued me. Like I didn't look at it and immediately go, "Well, that's just bad Photoshop," or because obviously as a kid I didn't know what Photoshop was. But like I said, it's a good monster. So yeah, it's super fucking intriguing.
Not had a movie made. What's fun to think about now is his giant eyes see in the dark, and her ears are better than radar. So, by that logic, I would assume he's never seen daylight. So this is what his first reaction is to getting blinded by a flash camera. This is terrified Bat Boy getting scared shitless from photographers.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, standing in 6 foot of Bat Boy shit.
And I do not remember anything about the articles, but I would love to know what the story is on these 2 explorers. I'm assuming 2 explorers. They say explorers, but 2 miles underground explorers find him. Like, how do you capture a dude 2 miles underground and take him with you out of it?
I don't know, but it's
like
very
creatures from the Descent and
you
bringing.
beat me to it. I was gonna say it's very Descent-esque. 92. I can read that. That says 92. So
yeah, that makes sense. That falls in perfect line with when I got this damn paper. Man, I wish I still had it. And what's these? It says the 2 feet tall. So that is a fucking small Bat Boy.
Yeah. High Ground says,
how did he reach the foot pedals when he's driving that Mini Cooper years down the road?
Hey, maybe
It's a mini, jackass.
well, maybe he got a growth spurt, you
It's
know,
super mini.
because he got some of that vitamin D because he's out in the sun.
It's still got a decent amount of space between the cart where your ass is supposed to be sitting. Who knows what his ass looks like?
Oh,
and
it's
how long
it's a
his legs
real
are.
mini, like mini.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
so he drove a Hot Wheels.
High Ground Cantina says this always reminded me of the paper featured in the Night Flyer. Yeah, that Miguel Ferrer
Yeah,
writes
Miguel
for.
Ferrer, yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, Miguel Ferrer. Fucking amazing actor.
Loved him in Another Stakeout.
I love him in everything he's ever done. I love that dude so much. And I remember telling you,
I love Hot Shot Part 2.
yeah, when I found out that he fucking died, and you were like, oh yeah, he died. I was like, that sucks. I was super bummed out.
I hate that I've had to do that twice now. You and the wife had to break bad news of like, yeah, like that dude died years ago. For you, it was him, and for the wife, it was watching the Unsolved Mysteries DVDs that I own. Like, why is there a tribute to Robert Stagg? Like, maybe he died like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Why do you think they brought Unsolved Mysteries back with some fucking other dingus?
Dan Farina. I like
yeah.
him. Not a host of the show, but I love Dan Farina.
Oh, yeah.
Also, not with us anymore.
Evie from fucking Snatch.
Killer mustache.
Yeah. Super
right.
cool dude. But anyway, on to the next.
Again, this is one of those ones I'm like, gosh, could this one be fake? Like,
could this be fake?
fake in the sense of like, is this a real Weekly World newspaper? Is this someone just threw this shit together? I would love to see the baby runs a marathon.
Yes. Yeah, that's some shit that like some asshole would make a movie about. Like that's some Disney shit right there.
Yeah, baby runs a marathon. Santa arrested while checking who's naughty.
I'm like in the did King Tut die while driving under the influence? Driving what? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Driving a cat?
Yeah. But, like, you can't fake this, but they do fake this, which is ridiculous. Like, there would have to be more news about fucking aliens abducting cheerleaders off of a
literally during a football game, apparently. Like, I'm assuming these are also photos caught in the act of them stealing the cheerleaders during the midst of a football game.
It looks super real. I believe
it. Have you not read news articles where they just sit there and talk circles around themselves? Breaking news this week, we've got a hot dog the shape of a watermelon. Watermelons are generally round, and this hot dog, you'll be surprised to know, is a circle. Just the same as a watermelon.
Circular is a circular shape.
No, it's 2D. It's not even spherical.
UFOs have a circular
That's
shape.
baloney, homie.
More like saucers and cheerleaders, or, I don't know any other words for cheerleaders.
Aliens abduct cheerleaders. Dear Penthouse. Yeah.
Oh, yes. There's a Penthouse forum just dying for this. If this has not been converted to a porn parody film, it will be soon.
Yeah, it will be. And we will direct it. But I'm really intrigued with this King Tut story. Like, I need the article. I
want to know how a baby runs a marathon. Like, how far is this marathon? Is it running on just all fours or just the two legs? And is it an all baby marathon, or is it just
looks like adults behind him fucking trampling that baby?
It looks like someone turned a baby loose on a regular marathon.
Like when Austin Powers punted fucking Mini-Me.
Yeah. It was what's the rest? This is pretty good as far as the side stories are more intriguing to me than the main story. But man, could you imagine trying to write any of these articles? Like, could you bullshit your way through like 3 paragraphs?
I don't know.
I could definitely find a way.
Life finds a way.
Let me talk about hot dogs for 3 minutes.
All right, on to the next one.
Bologna's just people who like hot dogs and pancakes at the same time.
I do love pancakes.
All right, let's see here. Ice skating queens and Slugfest. That I can believe.
I would love to see a fucking fist fight break out in ice skating.
Yeah, it's what's that bitch's name with the
and then just hockey at that point?
Tanya Harding?
Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan?
With the fucking...
Nancy Kerrigan, played by Heather Langenkamp in the made-for-TV movie.
Yes. Deep cut. Bigfoot caught and college panty raid.
Raid. Yes. Yes.
Told you Bigfoot likes doing the sex.
he sure does.
We had like 18 books of him trying to do the sex.
I like this. It's blurry, obviously, because it's a low res, but the more revealing photos inside, like Bigfoot Bigfoot's pulling the panties off the co-ed down by the barcode.
I think it's pictures of Adam and Ed.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's more pictures of skeletons that are like how the fuck you determining that the first humans were the gay couple, and if that was the case, how did we get more of them?
It's their position. Because they're cuddling. Well, I mean, you could determine that they're male.
Yeah, but they're cuddling. Look at them, they're cuddling.
They fucking died next to each other.
No, they're cuddling, the gay boys. Adam and Ed.
Yeah.
A Bigfoot headline. I knew it. Yeah. You can't take Bigfoot anywhere. His favorite movie is Revenge of the Nerds. Oh, fuck it. Bush, we have Bush.
And Bushmaster here. Like, the man, is that a panty raid that's already going on and Bigfoot just rolls up and joins the guys? Or is this a Bigfoot-led panty raid?
Harry and the Hendersons 2, the panty raid.
Like, that'd be terrifying if fucking Harry and the Hendersons Bigfoot bulldozes through your fucking college door and goes straight Straight for the dresser drawers.
Eats your orchids. Bigfoot versus aliens. All right. Another
This
Bigfoot headline.
This has to be a movie that's been made by now.
I don't know. Someone let us know. Is there a Bigfoot versus aliens movie? Because I'll buy it.
An eyewitness tells all because he captured the whole thing on home video. He captured the showdown of fucking showdowns.
And then sold it and marketed it as a shot on video.
Side story, a girl turns into a beach ball.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
Wah, wah. Aliens vs. Bigfoot came out in 2021, and it's on Tubi.
Nice. You know what else is on Tubi?
I knew it.
That documentary that I'm in. You should pop over to Tubi and watch that. Shocking mafia reality TV show. The winner commits murder. We're not far off from that, to be honest with you. Like
Reality TV stars committing murder. I mean, well, that's already been a thing that's happened. But
I just mean murder on TV. Like, The Running Man. Like, we're not far from that. Like Death Row game show. That's the type of
dollars.
Yeah, that's the type of shit that in our lifetime we'll probably see on network TV.
What's unbelievable and where they lose me is a mafia reality TV show. Like, that is never going to happen. And I'm trying to see what's in that at the bottom. The plus Satan's face appears in
Bath mat. Cruise ship nightmare. See, the very smallest headline could be true.
That's an oxymoron. Cruise ship nightmares.
Yep.
I guarantee someone is selling Satan in a bath mat on probably eBay right now.
This noodle is shaped like Satan.
Yes,
all right.
Shaped objects are definitely in the eBay listings. Man,
surgeons cut my head off. It's the head that wouldn't die and sewed it back on.
I was gonna say that's the Simpsons Halloween special. Sewed Mr. Burns on Homer.
Mm-hmm. The untold story, in her own chilling words, woman who survived the most bizarre operation in medical history describes her ordeal.
What's not an untold story now, is it? Because she's telling the story.
Right. I want this article. Bad. It's probably the whole paper. It's got to be the whole paper.
Yeah. I mean, sure, like, how'd she come across these surgeons? Why was her head cut off? Why they sewed back on, and how did she survive it being? How long was it off before it was put back on again?
What do they say? Like, if your head's cut off, your head is alive for X amount of seconds.
It's like 30 seconds, 15 seconds.
Your head can look around and fucking blink and shit.
That's if you're beheaded, like, guillotine style. Like, if it's done like that.
Not like split.
Yeah, like by professionals or by a guillotine. Most axemen, it took 4 or 5 whacks to, get through it. And they eventually had to switch over to a knife to actually cut through, like, the last bit. So
get your shit together, you fucking executioners. Jesus Christ.
Is that doctor holding a soldering iron? What the fuck is he doing?
Soldering iron.
That's how you put a head back on, man. Have you not done that before out in the wild?
It looks like they're soldering her head onto a computer board. I see a much smaller picture than you guys, so I can't really tell.
It really does look. There's a bunch of wires and.
Yeah, it looks like they put it on a computer and they're like, it works. All right, now put it back on her now for real.
This is the inspiration for the Matthew Broderick Inspector Gadget movie.
Mikey says there's lots of these issues on eBay. One day we might just have to pull the trigger and buy a lot of them. Just do a whole lot.
A mass selling of papers.
It'd be like someone's grandma passed away, so they're like fucking just selling.
Oh, grandma had the paper.
I had family members that fucking had like every episode, every issue of this shit,
Episode is more appropriate.
This one we brought up last week or 2 weeks ago, but this is fucking hilarious.
I like the idea of someone that is psychic and doesn't know they're psychic, and this is going to tell them they're psychic.
But, sidebar, go back to that top story. Cops find the stolen Batboy car. The creature leaves the Mini Cooper in the mall parking lot.
So he got away, Batboy. His legend continues.
He's on the loose, folks. Batboy's out there.
There's a through line story.
Mm-hmm. And Batboy looks like Ari Lehman. I know I said that 2 weeks ago, but he still does.
Like I said, he is the only continuing character, and we need to just put make the Batboy timeline of what his life has been like since capture.
There's got to be a whole fucking book about Batboy.
The autobiography of Batboy.
Yeah, it'll be on the biography channel soon. Oh my god.
We are fucked. Where is Bigfoot? I want to see the Bigfoot fight all three of these guys.
Yeah, these guys look like fucking Marvel villains. This is ridiculous.
Man hasn't slept in 22 years.
I haven't slept for 2 days because that'd be too long.
I feel like it sometimes, but why?
I don't know. Inside, what is their top secret mission? Mouth diapers for noisy babies. Oh, like corona masks.
And I say, yeah, those are just face masks, mouth diapers. So this is where they got it from. I think we found the through line between those far anti-vaxxers reading the Weekly World News, where they got face diapers from. Is right. We found ground zero right here.
Tito says he's Man Bat now. Yeah, because Batman is copyright, so he's just the Man Bat.
It's Bat Guy.
Bat Dude.
Bat Male.
I like this fucking UFO in the background next to this windmill. They're like, where are the aliens? Just put them out by a windmill.
It's like, because they're going to land in the country wherever they land.
They look like they're about to challenge for the fucking tag team title or something.
For real, they look like luchador masks, like bulky dude. Like I bet I totally could be John Cena. Although it probably can be because I can see him.
See, and then again, the smallest headline on here: world's weirdest fortune cookies. Real, most likely real.
Yeah, that one's real, and that's the most unappealing story I've seen of all of these so far. That's the one that I'm not interested in the slightest.
Right?
You got to be pretty fucking bad to drop the ball that hard on the Weekly World News. You could make what the fuck ever up, and someone's like, weird fortune cookies.
Put that on there.
Dude, yeah, that you can. I guarantee that dude put that article in moments before that paper went into press.
Yep. All right, on to the next. What the fuck?
Parts Lake of Michigan.
This is the most believable one yet.
And that look on the baby's face, you know he's meaning to do that too. Like he's on purpose. Like, see that shit?
I'm doing this. Jesus Christ. This is fucking god awful.
Whatever. This would be one of the ones I would want. Like if I had a hallway of just framed Weekly World News papers, this might be in the top 10.
I think I would believe it more if he didn't have like a vignette around him. You know what I mean? Like, but it's like, why are you glowing? I don't know.
Because you glow when you're parting the seas of Lake Michigan. And why they? That's got to be like some blank man shit. Like, baby parts the seas of Lake Michigan.
Yeah, straight up darts. Darts at a bunch of weird shit on a wall.
Throwing darts, like, there's our story. Write it.
Mikey nailed it. He said they'd find a lot of trash if they parted Lake Michigan. Yeah, fucking hookers and shit.
Jesus.
Murder weapons. And as the baby's walking across where he parted, he steps on a fucking rusted heroin needle. And
what a great story for a fucking TV series. The baby that can part the seas for like a crime investigation show. He's reading.
That's on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, he gets fucking called up by different places where crimes have happened, and someone dumps a body supposedly in a fucking lake, and like, we need the baby parter to come here and spread the water apart so we can see what's going on here. I guarantee it'd be a great show.
Why not just send divers down? It's too risky.
That's too much manpower. You're wasting time on that. You got to rent out the equipment, a boat, get at least 2 guys to do it. Man, we could just get this baby here, fly in there.
Got like a hot-headed commissioner, like, oh, the baby.
Like he's frustrated, like, fine. Call in the baby.
Yeah, call in the baby. Okay, let's see what we got going on here.
Thousands of Americans have been kidnapped by space aliens. Well, that's just plain true. Oh Jesus! But I could be next.
Yeah. This has got to be one of the early Weekly World News, because for one, it's 40 cents, and two, it feels.
Now see,
this feels like it's trying to be a real newspaper.
It says page 46. It says that top story's continued on page 46. No fucking way this thing was that long.
Oh yes,
it was.
The reason I put this one in here, because when I was looking for the articles, I came across this one, and the wife looked over my shoulder, and she's like, because it worked for her what the purpose of this was. Kidnapped by, because your eye is going to see kidnapped by space aliens and immediately go to the picture of Robert Wagner. And you're going to assume, oh, Jesus, Robert Wagner was kidnapped by space aliens.
Yep.
But, it worked. The Weekly World News 1-0. They worked. They got you. I'm putting it in the list. Because that's a separate story, I believe, isn't it? Found it.
Yeah.
Heart Star. Robert Wagner tells of his tormented
something. I can't see it.
Something.
It's not cut off by me. It is just cut off.
Oh,
like
it's
that.
just cut off. We'll never know what was tormenting Robert Wagner.
I got to turn all the way to page 46 to find out. This was a paper that was maybe 50 pages, I would say, probably.
Right.
Feels like that's a good, healthy number for what this was. Because it was a magazine, but it was straight up newspaper print.
Yeah. Like, some of them weren't even stapled. They just were like folded and had other pages folded into them.
Yeah, you knew you got the fancy shit if you got a stapled Weekly World.
2 fucking staples, you were like, damn, no wonder this is $1. God
damn, that's where the money's going.
Yep. Yeah, this is a good headline. So I got nothing like ridiculous to say about it. I'm all for it.
It's totally believable.
Army of killer ants invades the South and threatens millions. So there's that too.
Again, totally probably true. Like, this is probably the truthful headline so far.
Yeah, everything else is pretty like real news. So Mikey asked if we saw that creepy company Batboy blanket. Trust me, we definitely did. I'm gonna get that Batboy shirt one of these days. What the fuck?
Oh, I'm definitely going on this diet. I can eat 250 pounds.
Bigfoot, he loses 150 pounds. It can work for you too.
Is he wearing a... What the fuck is he wearing? Like a
doily?
Like a Mortal Kombat sash?
I like how he went from, like, he's so somber in the Fat Boy photo, and then he's like, yeah.
I guess someone knew to find him, to photograph him before and after, and then catalog his diet plan.
He probably set the camera up for himself. You know, take pride in that work, son. Also, like, oil reserves found under the streets of New York City. That's not true. Toxic waste is under there.
That's a bland headline. That's lame. Cartoon for He-Man. Mantasia hits big screen. I mean,
I don't know.
Again, fairly true. Super Jaws. Prehistoric shark lives in Alaskan waters.
That shark has a bunch of points all over it. I think.
Pointy teeth, pointy nose.
That's Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. It's fucking close.
I mean, this looks like the concept art for Harry and the Hendersons.
Right?
They made him daddy.
Yeah. I think the fat guy works at my local Walmart. The fat Bigfoot.
What do you think a Bigfoot diet would be? How do you think he got to be 800 pounds, and why did he trim it down, and what did he do to trim it down? What would be your guess?
Harry and the Hendersons Bigfoot, he's a vegetarian. He doesn't eat any other animals, so and he's pretty lean. So I would assume he went from like killing everything around him and eating it to being like a friend of all the animals in the forest and only eating.
Oh, so this is a secret pro-vegan diet.
There you go. Yeah, maybe he still eats fish because he's like, fuck fish.
Everybody,
they're not my friends.
I'm giving them meat, but $2, I'm eating that shit all day.
Yep, all day. 2 fish fillets. Buy one, get one for $1. Just saying. All right, on to the next.
Next.
Here we go.
Believe it. I 100% believe it.
That 2016?
Yeah, super new because it's got David Bowie's death on it.
No, he didn't die. He's being kept alive.
Being kept alive, but they know he's dead.
He's
They know
near
he's dying.
dying, but not dead.
Loch Ness Monster found dead. They saw that
Loch
new
Ness
episode of
Monster?
Creepshow.
Definitely dead. We're keeping Bowie alive, but the Loch Ness Monster deader than shit.
Deader than shit. 62-foot beast was over 1,000 years old. Old Nessie.
I like we have a quote from the Don here on
Can you do it
Space
in his
Track.
voice? Can you do it in his voice?
I didn't know how great the space ladies. The whole thing was tremendous embarrassment. Tremendous. I totally can buy that as. They
He's
said
doing-
tremendous. Totally one of his words.
He's doing his stupid fucking chinless face.
In a small side store, we have a shocking photo of a huge snake eating a man alive.
I need to see. Oh, you know what? It's probably. Do you remember? I think I brought this up at one point.
Just a shot of anaconda.
Yeah, fucking eating John Voight. Back in the day. Oh my god, the red arrow got me. Scientists find no sign of human female genitalia.
What did he?
Who knows? But back in the day, there was like a show on Animal Planet where that dude put on that like bear suit. That's like, you know, you could fight a bear and it wouldn't kill you. And he was going to let I think it was an anaconda, some big ass snake. He was going to let this snake eat him alive. And I think the fucking TV series or show was going to be like a 2-part deal. You know, I think it was called like Eaten Alive. But the snake could only unhinge its jaw so far to get the top of the helmet in. So it ended up just being super fucking boring because the snake couldn't eat the guy. And it was on TV live. Like
What a disappointment.
09, 2010, maybe,
What
somewhere around there.
What an Al Capone's vault.
Right? Like, this is going to be awesome.
I
No.
watch a snake eat a dude.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much exciting music you put on it. The snake couldn't get its mouth over the guy's fucking helmet.
We use a child next time.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. We kill kids on camera.
Yes.
This one.
photos happen, brother.
A lot of wrestlers up there.
There are.
I can't read anything else, though. It hurts my eyes. We had that movie.
Bigfoot refuses to go to rehab. He said, nah, nah, nah.
Is there a date on this one? Because we do get an update on this story.
He
Well,
dumped
he-
Sarah Palin at the hospital.
Apparently they're dating. I don't know what drugs he's on.
I don't know. We're probably licking toads. He's out there in the forest, man.
Low-hanging fruit impossible to pick.
Oh, goodness.
Whoa. Wow, a sperm explosion in Australia.
Wow. All right.
That's a nightmare.
Why is everything dripping with goo?
Why is it blowing up?
I don't know. But then there's just a picture of a bull next to it too. Like, what are we insinuating here?
Yeah, because they don't specify just, like human semen as a sperm in general.
Right, all sperm.
Every sperm is explosive.
Hunchbacks, plural, of Notre Dame set to destroy the dogs with a W. So are hunchbacks killing dogs in Notre Dame? Like, what's happening?
I need to know what drugs Bigfoot's on, why him and Sarah Palin didn't work out, and
I don't think he's on drugs. It says his knee, he's going to rehabilitate his knee. Did he have a knee injury? That's why he was at the hospital.
There it is, yeah.
His friend Paul says he's fine.
What? Oh, that's true. Paul says he's fine. All right, on to the next. Here it is.
cat owns 23 old ladies.
That's the greatest Photoshop I've ever seen. Tubby Tabby rules the retirement roost.
Doctors autopsy a ghost.
See what they learn. I can't see anything.
What tools do you use to dissect a fucking ghost?
I love this because it's like, just put a picture of doctors. Like they didn't have the budget to make a monsters.
It's not a monster, it's a goddamn ghost. If you were to flip these two stories on which is the headline, I would want this one framed as well. Give me the autopsy ghost as the main story, and give me the sidebar as the fat cat owns 23 old ladies.
Bigfoot steals your credit card high and then helps find it. Yeah? I know that story. You told me that story. The original comfort zone discovered in Middle East. It's all right.
Not for me.
Parent vanishes during peekaboo game. What is this, the Vivitch?
I mean, this is literally child writing this story.
Yeah, no shit. But man, that cat Photoshop is killing me. That's like stretched and skewed and weird.
What the hell is this weekly world news? Yes, we are abandoning our usual format for 1 week to just look at some of the bonkers ass headlines from one of our favorite old grocery store newspapers.
Yeah, so it's just a loose hanging out tonight. So I'm also encouraging people, if you're quasi good at Photoshop or terrible at Photoshop, to join our Discord.
Make your own world news, breaking news articles.
Linky boy. So if you're not a member of our Discord, join our Discord and make your own silly headlines for Weekly World News and drop them in there, or put them on Instagram, and we'll take a look at them at the end of the live stream.
And again, this is another one of those misleading ones, because you're leading me to believe that Ronald Reagan has an unborn twin inside his head. This is malignant.
Yes, but no.
Ronald Reagan was the test subject of Malignant.
But that's not true. That's how we're uncovering the format for their early papers. And their early papers, big headline, photo of celebrity that the headline does not intertwine with.
Yeah, because this is telling us the loves of Ronald Reagan and that I can see. And some side stories, we have a baby that's been dead for 20 minutes, miraculously revived, and a 400-pound
movie star dreams of singing opera.
That's a boring ass fucking story. That's
I thought about skipping this entire one because it's boring as shit.
Well, Charles Bronson narrowly escaped death in a motorcycle accident.
Well, that sucks.
Hey, Charles Bronson's the man. He probably just shot at the motorcycle.
Speaking of former presidents, let's look at one of the more famous ones, that he was a woman.
Abraham Lincoln was a woman. I really need my
shocking pics. I love nothing solidifies it more than pics spelled P-I-X.
Yeah,
found in White House basement.
That's hilarious.
Was a jilted lover. This is a novel. This is a novel that has not been written yet.
See, my old editor loves history about Abraham Lincoln, which is it's a weird thing that, you know, she's enthralled with it. So I should definitely send this to her.
This is a weird Civil War edition of the Weekly World News. We have Lee's crazy plan to surrender, Harper's Weekly World News, and then the one that's the standout sore thumb, an aeronaut held hostage by a space alien.
More alien stuff. You can't go a week. Yeah, you can't go a week.
It doesn't fit the rest of the fucking the front of the paper though. This should be like the Civil War edition of Weekly World News.
Civil War solved by aliens. Satan captured by GIs in Iraq.
I believe it. Devil and his minions have been stirring unrest.
This fucking spirit Halloween devil mask.
What's he pointing at? The dude that's on the left there.
Maybe he's telling him, get down, devil man.
Put that fire out, sir.
This is
close to the fire.
Yeah. This is not a good Photoshop. This is
the fact
rough.
The fact that 2 armed military men have rolled up on Satan and are not immediately drawing their guns on him is incredible.
Yes. This is just ridiculous. That's probably one of their brothers. Thrown down with Satan. Hulk Hogan to retire.
Brother. Pro Wrestling Inside drops bombshell. He's retired several times, but man, brother. Hubby's bad breath kills his wife.
She gone.
I mean, that's totally plausible. But that's meaning to imply that the bad breath killed the wife and not the dude who killed the wife.
Right. Baking soda cured my baldness, and I did it in 6 weeks, and you can too.
Well, we should try it. We should look up the baking soda cured baldness thing and see if we wake up like Homer Simpson after a minoxidil.
Or Stacy Keach after the fucking alien hair implants.
Yeah. Let's put baking soda on our heads.
I'll do it. I'll do anything.
$30,000 reward. Find this little girl, and the money is yours.
The smallest headline: Tough Ostrich KOs Crooks. See, that's another kids movie. That's a kids movie. There's like Kung Fu Ostrich.
That's Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah, right there. It's fucking is voiced by Cuba Gooding Jr.
There are tons of articles on baking soda and hair loss. The first one that comes up is WebMD saying, please don't do this. And then everything else is like, 71% of men would try this healing loss, blah, 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 blah.
I don't think
I like to capture the female demographic. This week of World News is for the women only, how to capture a man and make him fall in love in 30 seconds. Just 3 words, drop your top.
Yes. All right.
Again, another one of those misleadings led me to believe that Dolly Parton is being terrorized by a Bigfoot.
But nope, that's not the truth. Dolly and Bert head for a hot romance, says top astrologer. Well, that's boring.
It is. That one I just like because of the connotation of like,
oh yeah,
what's Dolly? Dolly's getting terrorized by a Bigfoot?
I would tell you that there has to be a movie called The Terror of Bigfoot. If not, someone should get on that because that's a perfect fucking movie title.
Sounds like an Amityville film to me. Someone's giving lethal injection to a kitten.
Good fucking God.
The Terror of Bigfoot comes out next year.
Really? Nice.
What an ultimatum. We have to sign a petition only found in the Weekly World News or they're going to murder Fluffy.
What do you do then? Do you send it in? You gotta send it back?
It's probably like a proof of purchase thing. You gotta buy the paper, cut off the proof of purchase, sign it, and like, please don't kill. Oh man, I wonder how many people signed the petition to not kill Fluffy.
I would have. Retroactively, I would have.
What's the number of people that legitimately sent in petitions to not kill Fluffy? And who did this kitten murder?
Let's print off the barcode and just send it to their new P.O. box.
We do need to know who Fluffy killed. Was it a child?
Yeah.
What happened?
Was it Bad Boy?
Yeah. No, Fluffy couldn't kill Bat Boy. Bat Boy's still on the loose.
See, now this is a creep show episode. New diet, fat eating bacteria.
That was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
Wayans Brothers was a good ass show.
Wins Pulitzer Prize. Yeah, not interesting, but man, I don't want Fluffy to die.
Yeah, look at how innocent that cat looks.
Looks like they're already made the decision. They strapped him down. They're gonna kill him.
Yeah, they're gonna keep him strapped down until the mailbox fills up, or what?
Yeah, the dude's gonna keep smiley squirting the liquid out of that syringe until the day comes. Like, well, can get enough petition letters.
Yep,
Over for
adios.
you.
Brother. On to the next. Perfection.
There was a lot of so-and-so is a robot, and it's literally the same image of someone like doing this motion, and it's
really
this circuit board chest. And yeah, I just threw, I think, just the one in here of this. But yeah, several so-and-so is a robot.
That's hilarious. They just reused the same shit and just photoshopped.
Yep.
That's getting lazy, man.
when he goes to the hospital, it's to get his circuits rewired. Because that's where the hospital you go to get circuits rewired. It's literally a Radio Shack.
Just like a Stepford wife. Yeah, that's fucking glorious. Soldering iron. Hey-o, Durf.
Brother!
That's what I said. Durf.
Brother!
All right, I don't see anything else super exciting on that one, so nice.
How long have they been down there?
And they stayed relatively young. I'm surprised. I guess it's cold down there. So
this is a fucking goosebumps story if I've ever heard one. Victims' pajamas are haunted.
Yeah. That's glorious. Bush
Or-
advised by a mouse.
That's a children's film right there. The president is getting his intel from a mouse in the wall. A shocking story how they stayed alive underwater. Clearly a photo of them still alive, like trying to get out, but we just took a picture and
Just went back up.
no problem with the pressure at all down there. Nothing like the Titanic was built well enough. They don't have to worry about that. And there's still enough food at this day and age they can survive down there. They're probably eating each other at this point.
This is ridiculous.
This one's ridiculous.
Yeah, of all the things. Oh my god. Yeah.
I'm literally, I can totally see that Goosebumps title though. The pajamas, my haunted pajamas.
Yeah.
Pajamas is no joke. Yeah.
I want to read that story for sure. Somebody died in them, probably, I would assume, and then they retain some evil energy of some sort.
That's another Amityville film. They had a estate sale after the Amityville murder, and someone bought a child's pajamas.
Don't give them any more ammo. Fuck.
This whole show could be ammo for another Amityville film.
It really could. Amityville Titanic. Amityville cruise ship. All right, fucking. Here you go. The old okey doke.
Michael McDonald is Bigfoot.
He gained 100 pounds after this article.
Oh, that.
Yeah, he's
He got out of
700
shape.
monster prowls our nation's forests.
Let's see here.
TV's lineup for fall. Like, yeah, this has to
Soft.
be an infancy days of the Weekly World News. Like, we need to bump our numbers up. No one's falling for this shit much longer.
Right. We need something juicy. So then they just started making everything up.
Yeah, don't tell me the fall TV schedule. Tell me about some plot of alien technology.
Tell me about Bigfoot rape, please.
He's having the sex right now.
All right. Oh my. Wowza. Is that
Yeah.
is that in poor taste?
I mean,
Meh.
a Swiss geneticist offers to replace murdered beauty queen for grieving Ramsey family. Well, I mean, the more interesting question is, did Fidel Castro kidnap the Pope and replace him with a double? That's the
Yes.
fucking plot of Naked Gun 2.5.
Yup.
Stealing mirror falls on lovers. That's a Child's Play movie, isn't it?
That's Bride of Chucky, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, ex-mobster cures
Cheating hubbies. What was he do?
yeah,
Castrate
murder.
'em? Yeah.
Murder.
You won't cheat if you're dead. So what do they hope to accomplish by cloning Jean Benet so she could,
I mean,
have knowledge of her murder?
we could totally use this as a science fiction take on a new Pet Cemetery.
True. What's that fucking? God, I can't think of the name of that movie where they do that. Their kid gets fucking killed in a freak accident, and then De Niro is like, "Oh, I can Godsend," where De Niro's like, "I can clone your kid," and he comes back and he's not really the kid. You ever see Godsend?
No.
Ooh, yeah, that's not bad. I think Rebecca Romaine, maybe. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Yeah. This is the plot of Godsend.
All right, there you go. And then we have our lucky lotto numbers, our 6 luckiest lotto numbers.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone actually played the Weekly World News like lotto picks and won.
That would be the fucking story of the ages. And then, then they'd have an actual story to write about.
We don't do that. This is just lazy.
Yeah.
Pope is missing. And he seems to have just wandered off.
I like the modern day Jonah. I spent 3 days inside a whale. Living in a whale.
The Vatican Red Alert.
Turns out he was just at the pantry.
And that's
making...
that top headline. That's not even news. Hookers in the White House. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, show.
Probably Tuesday. Yeah, sure. But the Pope is just lost.
Wanda was wandering in by it's like a swamp. What the fuck?
This is definitely not where I parked my car.
I'm having
Hell of
a good
quote,
time.
dude, someone got to he just seems to have he was here 1 minute and gone the next.
God damn it. I wasn't even paying attention to the time, but we are past that 9 o'clock hour. I suppose we can take a quick break. You got any Weekly World News merch from Creepy Co. or your own copies of Weekly World News, or want to Photoshop something weird, do that and then put it up.
Send anything.
Put it on Instagram. I rented this at hashtag 3B video so we can take a look at it at the end of the live stream, and we'll be right back.
Blam! Hello, internet fans.
Whoa.
This is our commercial break. But just because it's a commercial break doesn't mean we can't interact and we can't have some fun. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. I want you to grab the weirdest movie you have from your collection, snap a selfie, and put that motherfucker on Instagram with the caption, I rented this at hashtag 3B video. And then towards the end of the stream, we'll pull up Instagram and we'll take a look at everybody's selfies. So the weirder the movie, the better. And this is gonna be a thing that we start doing every week just to involve you guys, to have some fun. You got a copy of Redneck Zombies, you got a copy of Cobra, whatever it is that you feel like showing off this week from your collection, bam. I rented this from hashtag 3B video. Just another way for us to have some fun with you guys and include you in the show just a little bit more. So go grab a drink, go take a piss, come back, snap a selfie, put that fucker on Instagram, and we'll take a look. You got about an hour before we dive into it. Show us your weirdest flick this week. Show us your newest acquisition. Show us something that you've picked up that you're super proud of, because we're just as proud of your collection as we are of ours. So show it off and let everybody see that you've got the ill shit too, and you're learning from 3B video. All right, I'm gonna go back so we can do the rest of the live stream. All right, guys, I'll see you later. I'm not gonna walk. I'm just gonna. Yeah, blim blim ha, hun he.
Something about the worn look, sort of the analog aesthetic, it really adds a lot, I think, to the overall feel of the movie.
There's something about that tangible, physical copy in your hand. It's got some weight to it. It's got some life to it.
When I was really young, the first VHS tape I ever bought with my allowance was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
My grandma or grandpa, they bought a VHS copy of Horror Express. I remember that one freaking me out, but I liked it a lot. That's what kind of really drew me into horror movies at a young age. Was the random one is the Horror Express.
It's alive.
And my dad says, you can't watch this one, you're not old enough yet. So he sends me upstairs so my dad and his friends can watch Return of the Living Dead.
Really early memories for me was going into the horror section, looking at the movies and being like terrified.
It was all about the cover art. Like, what pulled me in, and then all I had to do was convince my dad, please, Dad, let me rent this.
As a kid, in seeing that art and not seeing the film, you're going to paint these images as to what the movie means or what actually happens in the film.
And I think that, something's been lost, in the transition with technology. And a lot of titles, too, that are just disappearing between the cracks that, really only have their audience on video.
This movie right here, Nightlife, great movie. It's not on DVD or Blu-ray. And there's a ton of tapes in the trash. Tapes. Look what I found. It would have been thrown away, bro. It would have been thrown away.
What makes VHS so special is it's tied to the inner child.
We're back. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this week with our loose format while we're just having ourselves a good old time.
Grand old time.
Man.
Loose as a goose, brother.
Yep. So normally, when we come back from the second hour, we've got, some segments and all of that stuff planned, but not this week. We're just going to
This whole week is a segment.
Yeah. So we're just going to keep going with some of these headlines, and then towards the end, we'll pull up Instagram if you guys are hanging out, photoshopping some Weekly World News stuff and putting it on Instagram. But,
the Pope is still missing.
That son of a bitch. This one is so good from 2 weeks ago. Because you even fixed her face.
Remix Photoshop fix the face.
The potato.
So, what do you think she eats? Like a French fry at a time?
Well, she's got a big old head. I don't know.
She can fuck off. I just want to know what Billy Graham's special Christmas message is to me. This is the Christmas week edition.
December something, 1996 or 8. So muddy, but and when you know it,
can destroy your marriage.
So let me just, it says Canada up there, which is no coincidence that all of your cryptid people are from Canada. So
Canadians just like to make shit up, apparently.
What? This is all true. This is all true. Living in Canada, it just must be like,
yeah, no, I'm living in a nightmare.
What was six? Canada was ranked 6th most lousy country to live in, or whatever the fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
they
gotta just make shit up.
Mikey says Rocky Dennis. Yeah, this definitely does have a Rocky Dennis look to it for sure. But, all right, on to the next, because we looked at that one a couple weeks ago. 174 mile per hour sneeze blows off woman's hair. It's a miracle she's alive. I like they got action shots of the sneeze.
Like, is that the dude that sneezed?
He looks like the fucking vampire from 30 Days of Night. God, no God.
Yeah.
just shut you down.
I'm trying to imagine, like, how do you measure a sneeze
with one of those cop guns?
Speed. Oh, cop guns, yeah. Achoo. Achoo. No,
got it.
Long tongue couple, a couple of long tonguers, divorce, stunner.
Private Eye catches hubby cheating, something. With
blah blah blah. With
3 girls, I think it says.
With an average tongue guy.
Whoa.
Man
right.
is cool to saying.
But Bigfoot kept lumberjack as love slave.
That dude is no fucking lumberjack.
Doesn't even have a beard. What a bitch.
No beard, no flannel. Looks like a fucking goober. And what is that Bigfoot? Looks like a mountain ranger, a pile of mud that a face has been carved into or something.
Right, he looks like he's made out of moss.
Shoulders.
Swamp Thing, man. outraged wife. He's no longer the man I married. We're going to have to keep looking at this one for a hot minute because Remix has stepped out for a second. So I am a big fan of all of the Bigfoot stories because Evil and I were definitely in that we want to believe corner that of all the cryptids, I think we lean the heaviest into Bigfoot and aliens. So those are the two that this publication seemed to pick up on the most. So it always felt a little more real for us.
I like to spend a lot of time out in space. What did Bigfoot do to cause this outraged wife to say he is no longer the man I married? Is he just a Bigfoot guy now? Did he get home and like it's time to get intimate with the lady and he's like, here, put this fursuit on?
I don't know. Well, maybe Bigfoot like broke his dick. So that's why he's not, no longer the man I married. He can't operate properly.
Oh, see, I'm assuming Bigfoot romanced him into a better, relationship thing. And you're
Into
like,
a better deal.
Yeah, and you're like, no, he's probably just physically abused and damaged.
Yeah. I don't imagine Bigfoot as like
I'm looking for love and you're looking for trauma.
Yeah. I don't think Bigfoot's like a tender lover. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's massive, dude. That's like,
He's a top. You're saying he's a topper?
Yeah, that's like being stuck in jail with fucking Zeus Lister or whatever. Like, not gonna go well for you.
See, I think Bigfoot might be a tender guy. Maybe he's like Harry and the Andersons. He just eats plants and shit. And he's like, maybe he's a cuddle guy. He just wants to cuddle for a bit, and then he's a.
And I don't think so, man. I think he's like he's the Terry Crews of like. Yeah, he's gonna break you off something, man.
We had several books on the show about describing his love life. Why have you not internalized what kind of lover he is?
I remember those. I just don't think
gotta internalize what kind of lover he is.
If he is real, animals aren't gentle.
All right, we put it out there. Remix is our deciding vote then on this. You say he's a hardcore lover. I say he's a gentle lover. Remix, what do you say? What type of lover is the Bigfoot?
According to Weekly World, I always call it Weird News. Weekly World News. He's described as having many sex slaves. So the implications there are not quite gentle. But the books imply that he is a very loving and attentive father. So I would say he's a gentle lover.
Mikey says he's a gentle and giving lover.
Based on the books, yes.
Slasher Home Video said he laid that good pipe on that poor lumberjack boy. Cyber Skull said Bigfoot is thick. No, yeah, he's dummy thick, as they say. He got that badonkadonk, son. Did that honky tonk badonkadonk.
That's too good. That's too good.
All right, on to the next. Jesus.
I showed this one to the wife too, and she had a
Kid and Play.
What did he shot him with a shotgun?
Is it gonna be me or Eraserhead? Oh my god, yeah. Straight up looks like Chris Reed from Kid and Play.
This, while shocking, is something I would be like, yeah, I probably would shoot a fucking 23-pound grasshopper too.
Fucking A.
That's fucking nightmare fuel. Those things are freaky looking at already.
And they, have you ever, caught a grasshopper and held on to it? They spit out this, black liquid. I don't know what it might help them break down the plants that they eat, but yeah, they fucking, there's a black
I know they'll launch at you at 40 miles an hour, and that doesn't feel too great.
Would it blow my hair off my head?
That's 143 miles an hour or so.
They're
104-mile-an-hour sneeze. Yeah, I would totally be curious what the real size of the
world's largest grasshopper. Look it up, Remix. Help us out.
I'm gonna say it's 2 inches, 3 inches.
Have you been talking to my ex-wife? Liar.
This is a horror film that I'm surprised hasn't been made yet. A redneck vampire attacks a trailer park.
Oh, that's good. That's something that should be made. That's Rob Zombie. It's in Rob Zombie's canon. It's next.
That's just him making a vampire film.
Yeah. It's just fucking Lou Temple.
That's the synopsis of when he makes a vampire film right there.
Yep.
5 words. Done.
Belly button ringtones? What the fuck?
I mean, that's probably like at least 5 years away from getting done in real life.
Exclusive.
But a doctor cures all phobias.
All of them.
No one fears anything anymore. He's eliminated fear.
That's a good world to live in right there.
That's wow. I don't know. That's like a dystopia to me. That would be a total dystopia if you didn't fear anything. Nothing.
Cyberskull said that's a lot of protein. And that grasshopper or Bigfoot?
I got your grasshopper news.
You've got my grasshopper news?
The hedge grasshopper, which is the largest species of grasshopper, on average grows to be about 3 inches in length. Some have been known to grow about 3.5 inches. The world's largest was only 4 inches.
What a bitch. That ain't no 23-pound grasshopper.
I was like, can we submit this article to him? Like, I beg to differ.
Yeah.
We have
please send it. Please send it to scientists and tell them we found something.
There are so many Photoshop giant grasshoppers, though. So many.
I'm glad that they're out there.
Yeah, the truth is out there.
Yeah. Somewhere. Maybe out in
Space!
Weekly World News is the internet today. Ricky and Elliot. I don't know what Ricky and Elliot is, but a redneck vampire. That's just Donnie, the local tweaker. Yeah, for sure. I'm telling you.
You're at the full shebang now.
Space!
All right. So you don't think you want all phobias cured?
No, I feel like
would be
that's like a monkey's paw thing. Like if you
lowering
gotta
all inhibitions.
Yeah, like it.
That's not even Photoshop. That's like clearly plastic. He's got his hand like in its ass.
I think it's real, dude.
On a boat.
He fished it out of the water. Look how bone dry it is.
It looks too real for me. This should be on Weekly World News.
Yeah, just turn that black and white and put that over the other paper. It works.
Yeah, that's a way better picture.
Yeah.
If he had an axe instead of a shotgun, like.
See, perfect. I would believe that dude's a farmer, and he would shoot a grasshopper.
Yep.
Yeah. Almost too good. See, there's the problem with finding these news articles. Is that looks as legitimate as anything else they've ever put out.
That is truly uncanny. See? And when you make it black and white, it looks like it's a real grasshopper. I believe it.
Yeah, that makes it look like the real grasshopper.
Yep. Black and white is real.
Weekly World News, grasshopper.
That's also a very believable cover title.
It really is.
Oh, I've got to know what's going on here.
Grasshopper. All right. I've seen this movie. It's called Junior. The man is much more attractive.
See, this is true. Pregnant man gives birth.
Yeah. Make a movie. Make a baby. Yeah, I know this can happen. I saw it in Junior, so. And then real small, woman drives stake through vampire daughter's heart.
Again, I would flip those stories around. I feel like that should be a bigger headline than a pregnant dude giving birth. And how is he giving birth? Where is it coming out of?
Here's the crazy shit, because it says over 100 amazing stories, right? What are they, fucking 2 sentences long? That's not a story, that's a blurb.
I mean, can you imagine even bullshitting, coming up with 100 different bonkers ass stories?
I'm having a
Weekly?
hard time down here at the bottom.
Weekly. Yeah. Groovy Movie hit us with a $2 super chat and says, you watching UFC tomorrow? Actually, no. Funny story. All the stuff that was supposed to go down with my anniversary had to get postponed because I'm probably going to get in trouble.
Yeah,
but-
we're not talking about this.
Yeah.
Move on to the next article.
So either way, my
His plans that were
celebrations?
are this week.
Yeah, so
he's
they're
busy.
tomorrow. Yeah.
He's
so
busy tomorrow, damn it.
I'll be doing things tomorrow for the anniversary. But yeah, humans turning back into apes. You won't believe what's causing the de-evolution. Is
Now
it
see,
liquid
that's
green tea.
that's taken a small subplot from the Super Mario Brothers film and making a horror film out of it.
Yep, for sure.
That is a horror movie idea, though. How come no one's made that? How come no one's made the movie where people are slowly morphing back into monkey-like creatures?
I don't know. That's a really intriguing concept. Put that in
Yeah.
your back pocket. Someone will
I
do
will.
it for an Amityville movie, though.
Again, right there next to the plumber lost in a sinkhole. That's just the scene in the Blob.
I was gonna say, are they just working on the Blob right there? Boy
This is-
thinks out loud for real.
That's just someone without a filter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's his brain that's making the noises, bruh.
Oh, he has an inner monologue that's an outer monologue?
It's malignant again.
Oh. Like we're just
Imagine-
avoiding the main story of a mermaid cemetery.
Imagine this being this dude and that being your legacy. I think he's talking about the grasshopper guy. But yeah, right? Like if I got to pose for that picture, I would fucking be like, yep.
You know how many times he's probably had to recreate that photo with like fans?
Grasshopper. or was he talking about the pregnant guy? Like that being your legacy, like, oh yeah, you got a beer belly, so
I can't imagine any of these people that like what their lives are like outside of like, yeah, I posed for the Weekly World newspaper once.
that guy looks like a cross between Steve Buscemi and John Carpenter.
You know,
That's not a real person.
John Buscemi.
Here you go.
I touched it.
Patty Hearst.
I touched Bigfoot. Brother.
The old bait and switch.
You horror.
Groovy Movie with a $3 super chat said, "Go Leafs and go Red Wings." Or Red Wings suck. Sorry, Evil.
That's not true.
Speaking of that, we'll get that information for you tonight, Evil, so you can watch that. I'll get that figured out.
Figure it out. General Patton's son saved from death by ghost of his father.
And that's the fourth headline down.
That's not your first. That's not your main. That's 4 stories in of a ghost.
Experts fear outbreak of giant flu epidemic from space.
Space!
And then there's that bullshit like how you can land the job of your dreams. Get that shit out of here. And let's focus on some crazy shit.
You imagine like you're reading this paper and someone sees you reading it and you're like, I touched Bigfoot. And you're like, no, I'm just reading on how to, get my dream job.
Right, that's what made me pick this up at the supermarket.
Yeah. As believable as like I'm reading Playboy for the fucking articles.
I like the jokes, man.
Books feel so good.
Ghost penis is so chilling. What the fuck is happening?
Giant crocs attack, and not only do they attack, they apparently start their mayhem at a monster truck rally.
Top story though. Beavers rebuilding dams in New Orleans, and that beaver's wearing a fucking hard hat. That's
the title underneath the picture though, with the underline.
Army engineers call in reinforcements.
For
The
what?
what?
The beavers?
Try to shoot the shit out of them beavers, dog.
Why are old folks living in daughter's pool?
Thanks to the chlorine, we don't even have to take bathroom breaks. That's gross.
Oh,
Just a
that
pool filled with shit and piss.
yeah, there it is. We're just gonna stay in here. I want to. Man, you can't do
Is it
that.
a heated pool?
It doesn't matter. Your skin is like bread in water. Like you stay in there too long, it's gonna just be like you wipe that stuff off.
I think I'd be more apt to stay in a heated pool, even with my own piss and shit.
I'd rather be attacked by giant crocodiles at a monster truck rally.
I want to be an army engineer to be called in to kill these beavers.
Right.
Why would they need the engineers to kill the beavers? I think they're helping.
They might.
Yeah, they don't. We got to read the paper to know if they're helping or hindering.
Groovy said they're Canadian beavers, which is true. Yeah. And I like that this fucking monster truck is the Turok, which is pretty cool. So
Yeah, they're fucking. Someone's clever.
yeah, someone's being clever, and that's got to be just like a fucking, 3-inch toy or something.
I'm guessing that's a real monster truck. It's the gators. The gators are fake.
I think the gators are real, and the truck is a toy. I don't think there's any Photoshop work at all. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
This is all in camera.
Right.
Yeah.
Forced perspective, son.
Now
We're back here again. Did we go through all of those headlines? All right. Well, now I guess we'll pull up the actual website and we'll have Remix take us through some ridiculous modern headlines down in our last half hour.
Actually, we're going to hit their Instagram.
Oh.
Because there are some updates to the stories.
They have an Instagram? Why don't I follow that?
We're going to now.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to now.
Combat engineers are combat trained. I'm sure they can handle it. Yeah, I suppose.
So technically it was Pauly Shore and in the army now, but I don't know if I really trust him and Andy Dick to save a war.
I don't. Not even against beavers, dude.
No. Real or imaginary.
Give us a second. Whoop. We're here. We
Yeah.
are. Oh boy.
Oh, naked handyman service. Oh,
You better click follow up there for me.
that
That's
boy's
just done.
hosting his own podcast now. He's still doing shit. He ran police on a 3-state chase, and now he's like, I'm podcasting.
Learn crypto from a cryptid. Oh, that's great.
Oh yes, give me cryptocurrency. Naked handyman service making a comeback. Oh, that's old news.
Sadhguru's head lives.
Oh, it's National Eat with Your Feet Day.
What day
we
was
did-
that posted? So I'll remember that forever
Yeah,
now.
we need to honor that. We got to honor that.
That was 1 day ago. Yesterday was
Oh.
National Eat with Your Feet Day.
Oh, I would have loved to have done that shit at work. Like, the fuck are you doing? I was like, it is National Eat with Your Feet Day. Do not judge me.
They have 5 posts in the last day, yet on their website they haven't posted anything since the 31st.
They didn't have to.
Instagram.
Turns out social
Yeah.
media is where it's at.
Yeah, Instagram lives and breathes, man. Chair possessed by Satan swallows owner.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Make that bigger. Let's go. I never did trust that upholstery pattern. Wow.
What? I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at.
What the hell are you doing?
Poops at an 18-karat diamond. Is that the diamond? It pooped out in a diamond-shaped diamond?
Well, that's
Someone would have told me about prune juice earlier. How long did he go again there? That was...
Umbero the Goblin. Is that what that said?
Just that this is the most constipated man. Spotted. Wow. Do you think one person spotted him?
That is the like you can see the outline of the fucking like they didn't cut it out right.
This feels racially insensitive.
Alien spy.
Oh, very topical since we have Easter this Sunday. We have rebel rabbits set to steal Easter treats from Tots.
Perfect. More for us.
Hard-boiled bunny leader.
Will Smith set to star in Face Slaps of Fury. Ah, Jesus. You knew they had to.
Yeah, oh yeah. Imagine that. Weekly World News is topical.
Oh, yeah.
Road crews paint over dead man. Believable. I would believe that 100%.
We just thought he was drunk and passed out. You still wouldn't move him.
I wouldn't either. I would do exactly what they did there. I would be like, I'm just painting the fuck over him. I don't give a shit. It's not my job to wake him up or move the corpse.
Right. There was a comment that said, wait, is this satire?
No, this is the news. That is what I want on my tombstone. I killed a shark with my bare hand.
Is it Burt Reynolds? One of us is gonna die and it wasn't me. Fuck you, shark. I saw a zombie.
That should just be, that's a movie and that's the tagline. One of us is gonna die.
Yeah, put that tagline on The Shallows. Werewolf fixes New York City sewer system. It looks like a They Live alien. Until you make it big, and then it looks real bad.
It looks like he's wearing a hat, but I guess that's just part of the building behind him?
I don't know. Is he wearing a hat?
No, he's not. He can't be wearing a hat. It's just a weird werewolf head on top of a city worker. There.
Yeah, this fucking comment. The sewers were broke, but it's okay now.
That is better than the actual quote that's on that. There are too many diapers down there.
Iowa woman keeps her house running through sheer brain power.
Toilet tsunami heads for Oklahoma. Well, we know somebody in Oklahoma. They better look out for that toilet tsunami.
Wait, birch trees in Alaska growing human limbs.
That's one buff birch.
The Photoshop of the tree is so bad. You can see the skyline behind it.
Yep.
Where's my red arrow?
Yep, I see it.
Let me get control of that. Then you can see right here where it's cropped out. Different tree line. It's real good. I like this.
That's haunting though to think about trees with human limbs.
They'll reach out and grab you.
I mean,
It only has 180 likes and one comment.
Oh, that is. Why are they buff too?
I don't know.
Why are they physically fit arms?
Would you prefer they were skinny and gangly and creepy?
I mean, that's more believable. That's oddly to say that's more believable than their muscular arms. Wrestling match spills out on ring onto Queen Elizabeth's hat.
Look at his head.
There's just people wrestling on her hat.
Brother.
In color. Yeah, it loses its validity because it's in color.
Yeah, that looks
I don't like that.
mean.
Yep. It's got to be black and white or it's not real.
That's poor quality even for the Weekly World News. They're better than that.
Yeah. You guys got to sort your life out.
Get him, Professor Headley. That is a horrible wrestling name.
Frankenstein arrested, wanted in peeping monster case.
Fossilized Bigfoot print found by
NorCal hiker. Nice.
NorCal hiker.
See, I believe that.
Ooh, a two-headed hipster. There is no why.
God damn it. Only he was wearing like steampunk gear.
He looks like the fucking cavemen on those Geico's commercials.
Oh, yeah. So easy a caveman can do it? That's offensive.
Oh, jeez. Shark girl found in a redwood tree. What? It's a chicken and a luchador mask.
This is actually a pseudo cryptid picture. You can see the paw of a fossilized dog right under her hand. If you haven't seen that, it's cool.
She has amazing powers in and out of water. Why is she in a tree trunk?
I don't
How
know.
big is the shark girl, and how big is the tree trunk?
You'd have to be pretty small.
I mean, a redwood, but
Oof. I think I've seen that flying spiders thing.
flying spider is heading for Houston.
What is this?
Eternal twins, women's birth to
Sons of God and Satan.
I thought we agreed Chernal was off limits, saith the Lord.
She was a hoe. A show.
Bipolar bears.
Bipolar bears. Little monkey man.
Tapeworm found with tapeworm has tapeworm. There's a good one right there. That's the one we were looking at before we went on air tonight. The Nickel Bjork.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd Godzilla go to rehab for?
Looks like could be drinking. His breath smells bad.
Imagine that or meth. Was he hugging a kid and grabbing a dude's ass?
Playing a game of grab ass over there.
Yeah, he's gonna give him the little Leota finger.
That would hurt him because Godzilla got some big old fat fingers.
Thank God, by the time the next week of World News comes out, he will be released. Unless he relapses. Hunter Biden becomes world champion kangaroo boxer. Totally believable. What? Satan officially retires? Oh, I'm glad he's living it up. I don't know why, apparently. Humans are way better at being evil. Y'all got this. Probably a more truer statement has not been said by the Weekly World News than that one right there.
Right, for sure.
Like, y'all don't need me no more. I'm going to go enjoy me a beer.
Yep, with my floral shirt. Hey, that one applies to you. Huge gas prices cause resurgence of stilt walking.
You don't get anywhere any faster. You just get there taller.
No, those stilts make you pretty fast. You cover a lot of ground. You got a wider gait or whatever.
Wrestler's face really did stay that way. Close and amused. That's the Good Brothers there in the photo. Gallows and Anderson.
Nice.
Duntabby, the cat father of counterfeit catnip, is caught. Wow.
It's straight from Godfather.
It was just old-fashioned police work, says detective, and 2 open cans of tuna.
UFC Fight Night, Putin versus Musk.
Oh, who do you giving that?
Musk.
Putin just had his Taekwondo black belt rescinded, so...
I mean, he still knows the stuff.
No, they took away the knowledge.
Yeah. I do love this buff-ass sea turtle, though. Another freaky thing.
That's the thing when, like, you read it, and you could picture it 2 different ways. A sea turtle with human arms found in the Black Sea. You could picture it as a sea turtle with 2 buff-ass fucking arms. Or how in my mind I initially saw that as a sea turtle that's eaten 2 human arms.
Mouth-breathing TMNT fans prepare for the coming of their Lord and Savior. Prepare pizzas for sacrifice.
Yes.
Just signed by UFC.
Hey, wait. Go back to that. My homeboy, Beavis and Butthead collector, Sean Beard commented on it. I knew it. Go Sean Beard. For any of you who are big into Beavis and Butthead, follow that account. He has the most Beavis and Butthead stuff you'll ever see in your life, including original animation cells. Like, he's got a lot of cool stuff. It's a great page to follow.
Big baby scene headed for Los Angeles.
Big baby.
Big baby walking across the highway.
It's right across the freeway.
Yeah.
I didn't see Bigfoot's
giant spiders parachuting into New Jersey. So real. So real.
That's someone's like house listing for a sale.
Google Earth.
If that's
I'm
true, I can
disappointed.
find that picture.
Some are heading for Staten Island. How the fuck did they not put little parachutes on the spiders here? Like they went this far. What's one more step of putting a parachute on them?
I don't know.
Strike against them for that. They've done that.
Right.
They went that far. Why not go the extra mile? Oh, what's
Hey,
the Space Needle story? Ooh, ooh, what's going on in Washington? Seattle Seahawks move entire team to Walla Walla, change name to Bing Bang.
That's pretty good.
That's good. That is stupid. That's good.
Stupid is good.
We're the Bing Bangs. Oh, Nashville boy sprouts horns. Whales have 3 to 5 spiders crawling their. Shit. While they should be while you sleep each year.
Horns. Like fucking horns.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, nobody is thinking that. When he sneezes, he sounds like a band. Says, proud mom.
See? Now we're getting where
But
I
what-
just might not believe you.
Go back into that photo. What the fuck is like? Yeah, look at he has drum cymbals on his ears.
I hate the ears. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's the too far. The saxophone on top there and 2 trumpets sticking out, but the horns coming out the ears. Where you look at me?
I don't think this is real.
Doesn't seem suspect about this.
400-pound martini. Yes. Burpin' Murphys.
Oh, of course he's gonna be. Of course, it's a take on the Irish.
Yep.
That would be such an easy photo to actually create, and then they went through all that work to make it look garbage.
Nation's 3rd leading cause of death, now Satan himself. He threw that bitch down the stairs.
A wheelchair. That's some Brock Lesnar level shit.
That's glorious.
Throwing someone down a flight of stairs. Brother! Storks go out on strike. Oh, yeah. Nebraska man with horns on his head. Is it the same kind of horns?
That looks
What kind
like
of
a real horn.
That what? That looks like a spider's leg. He's a grandson of Horace Easterwood, famous hermit.
I don't know what
Nope.
happened. It went away.
I mean, gives us with 10 minutes left to do we
Pull up
have
the
any?
old- I don't know if we have any Instagram, so we're
I
at
was heading back to the Weekly World News website. Check out what they've got.
Oh god, blackbirds attack Kentucky. I hope Kentucky survives.
5 ways
Planet
to protect
Crew
yourself
on
against
Coast
leprechaun
Guard.
shenanigans.
How is
What
a
was it?
planet collision coursing with Earth not the top story? We're gonna die.
Right? Nibiru. Nibiru. Seeing is
They-
believing.
I saw a dude up in that top right corner that was wearing a Bat Boy shirt. Are they selling merch there?
Yes, they do.
Boom.
Mm. Holy shit. No, we got shirts, hats. What's that? These print.
Posters.
Posters. I get a framed poster. I love Bat Boy. They have their own hot sauce.
Bigfoot burn? It's only $10.
Oh, man.
It's cayenne
Yeah.
pepper too, so it's got to be fucking delicious.
Sounds like something that maybe Raj could start eating during $5 super chats.
I'll do it. I'm not scared.
I like me
I'm
a weekly
uncomfortable with how busty that Mrs. Bigfoot is in the background.
Oh, yeah.
I speed up for
There's that
zombies, by
baby
the way.
part. There's
Yeah.
that baby part of the lake. Is that a sticker bundle?
It's a sticker, yeah.
Yeah, fucking
What's
hey,
this?
it's a sticker.
Half alligator. Why don't we have that? Scroll down.
Ugh.
Half alligator, half human.
Found, of course, if I had to pick anywhere, it would be in a Florida swamp.
That thing's freaky looking. I believe that.
Killed dinosaur.
A Batboy face mask.
Oh, perfect. Fucking perfect. There's the grasshopper one.
Yup.
These are all the stickers, posters.
Button-up shirt, enamel pin.
Ooh, enamel pins, yeah.
Load more. What?
Or
What's going on here?
bandana. Give me the Weekly World News bandana. Oh my god. And koozies. I need me a koozie.
Batboy coffee.
What the fuck is Bad Boy Coffee?
Oh Jesus, they have their own brand of coffee.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
No, yeah.
We both need Weekly World News coffee mugs for our tasty beverages and a beanie.
Yep. And a 3/4 sleeve shirt. Give me that 3/4. Oh, they're sold out.
Those whores.
Thank God they're sold out. That means I can't get one. Those good comics.
Yes.
Elvis lives, they say.
Wow.
Nice. All right.
Wow.
Groovy said he sent an Insta. Oh, you're just going to go through some of the other stuff? Batboy. The Batboy section.
Bigfoot hookers.
He boycotts Super Tuesday, and he's something in South Carolina.
On the stump in South Carolina.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Batboy, his own section on the paper.
Batboy Black Lager. Did they make a beer for real? I guess.
They have a Kickstarter. Bring back Weekly World News, the Kickstarter. Oh man, is
It
that
was
still
2 years
ongoing?
ago.
Yeah, they have not updated that
Oh,
section.
I wonder if anyone's even running the merchandise section of this.
In the press section, they haven't updated it since September 2020, which was the launch of their Kickstarter.
Well, that makes me sad. But we do know for sure that Creepy Co. sells Weekly World News merchandise. So you can take the gamble and purchase something off of weeklyworldnews.com, or you can head over to Creepy Co. and get some stuff that you know is going to show up.
Yeah.
For sure. But I suppose we'll pull up Instagram. We'll take a quick look at that. What is this? Caged Combat. I don't know. Oh, IFC. Okay. There you go. Excellent. There's probably some good stuff on there.
Some old-fashioned NHB.
I did just last week, I came across the old BJ Penn documentary, 90 Days. And so I bought that for a couple of bucks, which was amazing. Ooh. Excellent. A little Mac and Me love. That movie's so fucking ridiculous. Who the hell's that guy?
That's some guy in a documentary that's on Tubi.
Right there. Which you can watch that documentary on Tubi for free, or you can rent it on Amazon. There's a bunch of, and I think it sells for like 10 or 11 bucks. The DVD does on Amazon if you actually need a physical release.
And it's a 90-minute doc. I watched it today, actually.
Nice. I popped it in for a little bit, but I had family stuff to do, so I didn't get to finish it. Not a bad doc.
Yep. Look at that handsome fella there.
So angry.
I can't imagine why. Oh, yes. Today, our part 6 of our podcast covering the Nightmare on Elm Street series came out.
Oh,
2 weeks ago, part 5, but Freddy's Dead came out today. We got one more to go in the Elm Street franchise. And then it's time to start a new series. What will we do next? Time will tell.
Oh, man. Yeah, lots of
We'll
fun
find out.
lots of fun photos of Jacob. Did you go pick up a copy of Scream yet, Evil?
Brother! No.
Not yet?
No.
Did I give you the digital code?
You did.
Well, there you go. I mean, so you got it. But,
Well,
yeah.
with that combed through, and that's kind of a wrap on that. I guess we can talk about what we're going to do next week, because in 2 weeks, where well, at least I won't be here. It's up to Raj if he's going to be having a show minus Evil in 2 weeks or not. But next week, we'll continue a theme kind of going. We're going to stay in this bizarre but possibly true cryptid scenario. So going back to our we want to believe mentality, it's time to hit up a sequel. It was a good year, probably more than a year or more now that we did The Legend of Boggy Creek.
Yeah, it's been about a year.
Return. Time to make a return to Boggy Creek for Boggy Creek 2. The legend continues.
Mm-hmm. Dipping our toe back into that we want to believe. This was a good just this week was a good just fun. Let's kind of poke some fun at some of these way over the top cryptids, if you will, because that's what they essentially are. This magazine or newspaper kind of primed the pump for us to be into cryptids, and like Evil was saying, it's been a little over a year since we did our We Want to Believe month. I think we did a month or 2 months maybe.
We've dipping our toe back. We just apparently it's our true passion is to do cryptid research and cryptid movies. So and I can't deny it was probably the most fun we've done research wise for shows, between the Mothman Prophecies, Fire in the Sky, the original Legend of Boggy Creek. We kind of it's a fun research week to do, so we're gonna delve back into that, and I know we'll be pulling apart some more of that Patterson Gimlin footage.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, if you got a chance to check out Boggy Creek 2, I know some folks have uploaded it on the YouTube. You can find it there. Kudos if you actually have it on disc. I know Raj likes to wave in my face. He has an actual disc copy of this damn movie.
I do. Yep.
But you have a week. There's your week's homework, is to check out Boggy Creek 2.
Yeah, and if you don't get to the movie, like Evil was saying, we're going to take a look into that Patterson Gimlin footage. We're going to use this as kind of our excuse to dip back into real life footage and photographs of Bigfoot, and that also lets Remix kind of do some research and kind of interject, and us just figure out some of the logistics.
We're going to break it down and determine whether or not Bigfoot is real or not next week. Again,
because we can always talk about Bigfoot. It's just something we like to do, and there's just so much data out there to analyze and to scrutinize, as Remix loves to do, and kind of tear holes into our absolute love for these things.
I mean, it's I said it on social media a while back. I was like, are all these Bigfoot hunters, aren't they just really wilderness LARPers?
Pretty much.
Like, because nobody's actually caught anything yet, so like you're just going out and pretending that you're hunters, kind of a thing.
Right. Might as well have airsoft guns.
Yeah, we're hunting something that's not really sure is out here, that's never been found ever. But by golly, we're like, what? How is? I love it. That's a concept that has been that works. Is that there's TV shows about hunting Bigfoot. There's never going to be a series finale.
Right. Good luck canceling me, motherfucker. What if I'm 1 week away from catching it.
Exactly. Like, I was like, what a concept to sell. Like, we're going to give you something that we'll never have a conclusion to.
Groovy hit us with another $2 super chat. Says that podcast is dope. And then above that said, love the podcast. I really appreciate that, man. We kind of like just kept kind of moving things around and whittling things down, and until we found the format that we liked the most, and now it's just as easy as doing this. So we're really happy with it as well. So I'm glad you're digging it. But
I'll even double on that. It's so good. Even I listen to it, and I don't even rewatch like these shows because I don't want to look at me or listen to me for 2 hours. That's a torturous thing. But I will re-listen to our podcast because I honestly think they're fucking awesome and really good. And if for whatever reason, I'll mini plug it. If for whatever reason you're insane enough to want to hear my voice more, you can hear me most of the time tag teaming on my wife's podcast, The Housewife of Horrors, where she'll pull apart and she deep dives the shit. I admire the hell out of how she deep dives every little nook and cranny of a true crime story. So if you're into true crime and like to hear what my wife has to say about that, check out the Housewife of Horrors podcast. It's out there too. I jump into that podcast completely blind. I never know what she's going to hit me with, so I'm just as surprised as you are when you hear it.
Nice. Yeah, definitely check that out because she is part of the posse, and
Part of the family.
Eventually, since we're dipping our toe back into We Want to Believe, we will eventually kind of dip into some movies based on real life crimes. And
Oh yeah,
then
we will
and-
totally have a true crime kind of month, like
Oh, for sure.
murderers in real life month. Yeah, that'll totally be a thing we do at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I suppose on that note, we should probably get going because after all, there's a lot of movies out there and somebody's got to watch them. So why not us, right?
Brother.
This chap who lends it to me, he said, "Oh, it's like a snuff film." And I thought, well, is this a snuff film? Because I didn't know. It looked so real. There was something grainy and gritty. I thought it was real.
I can remember going up into my bedroom and shutting the bedroom door and turning the lights down and putting this movie on and not knowing exactly what I was getting myself into.
Because a lot of them are meant to be like party tapes, like you watch them with your buddies with a beer, especially back in the 90s, because it was really the only way to see that kind of stuff.
If you have never thought about death, it's time you started thinking.
To be honest, the things that were happening on screen had absolutely no correlation to what I knew about the world as a youngster.
Yeah. I got jerked off to it. It's a one-time sort of watch for me.
It was definitely an extreme experience.
And we're back.
We gotta piss. We gotta piss. We gotta piss.
Well, we can.
Everybody's gotta pee.
Piss. But we can't wrap up an entire show doing all these cryptids without really taking a hardcore look at more legitimate research that have been done on cryptids. So it is time to go from faux print into real print.
Yeah.
With entry in our Unnatural Order of the Three-Eyed Skulls field guide to cryptids, creatures, creeps, demons, horrors, haunts, saints, hags, ghosts, monsters, mutants, and madmen. Volume 1 of a 3-volume series, all available on Amazon.com. So it's time to head back into Canada.
I was in the pussy fart.
All right. So the location is Tiverton, Ontario, Canada.
You don't say.
The date, July 1985. Our subject tonight is the Tiverton Mutant. And I believe we have visual image of the Tiverton Mutant. Brother. People claimed that there was someone living in the woods near Bruce Nuclear Power Plant. And he was responsible for a string of murders at a nearby summer camp. 8 counselors, 4 children, and 3 police officers were found in pieces at the camp. Sherry Kempt, 18, the only survivor of the massacre, testified that a giant came out of the woods one night and killed everyone. She said that she had finally killed the attacker, but no body has ever been found.
Listen, that's something that there can be there can be research. There is validity in dead bodies. Like,
we can look up Sherry Kempt if she was 18 in 1985, and did she go to a camp near Tiverton Camp
Massacre? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Massacre, Tiverton, Ontario, 1985. There's your groovy. Is there a Tiverton Memorial site?
I'm sure there is. It's totally real.
I mean, it has to be real. Everything that we've discussed in this book, everything in the Weekly World News is all real, and that's all done through simple research. And research is just, what else but a byproduct of science.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Brother. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Brother. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Brother.
I've been the verbal Norman Bates since 1998. Sick of all the hate, I'm about to kill them all today. I'm a hip-hop fusion with screws that are loosen, genre abusing, vomit on blueprints. You couldn't box me in a coffin. Locked in, I'm the monster from the trioxin toxin. Don't forget it, I'm a sick, twisted idiot, killing off little kids, say I'm out revision it. Get it, bitch, I'm a Camp Crystal Lake type. Waiting late night, get you with a steak knife. Verbal monster, yeah, you know the rest of it. Crash your slumber party, make a mess of it. I'm on some driller killer maniac ill shit. Duct tape, shovels, drill bits. Say I'm not hip-hop and it's a feud. I'm in a troll 2 mood and you bitches are booed. You don't want it with me because I'm coming and I will not stop until you all are running. I'm bringing the pain, stomping out brains, killing these lames. Cause I am a monster. I am the man with the visions of death, the bringer of stress, the killer of flesh, the illest and yes, I'm filling requests. So tell me who's next. Cause I am a monster. Yeah, they live. Roddy Piper wasn't lying. I'm about to get violent. So much being silent. I'm a proper blend of attitude and essence, letting out aggression with my vocals as a weapon. So much cookie cutter crap that these kids are calling rap. I just sit back and laugh while they call me an ass. And I'm supposed to just take it, watch you fake it like you're so amazing. I'm the slaughterer, known as the monster that's coming for all of you. Pray to your father. Cause I'm sick of all the lame rhymes. I'd kill 99% of you with one line. One lawnmower strapped to my chest plate. Now that's the best way to leave a mess of dead weight. And so it's said I'm the Voorhees of the rap game. Overstay my welcome, but still leaving cats slain. You don't want it with me because I'm coming and I will not stop until you all are running. I'm bringing the pain, stomping out brains, killing these lanes. Cause I am a monster.